Second last on the programme, race number 9. It's a Class 3 contest. It's over the 1,400 metres, headed by Calculation, which will bring up a 100th winner for his connections. Were he to win, beaten favourite course and distance last start. Apollo's Choice, barrier 3 for him. He's led in the past. Hardball Get, course and distance winner on his final start last season. Who Dat Singer goes back up in trip as well. Invincible Fresh, we'll find out if he is or not, because he's first up since May. All the way down to Our Folks. Keith Young on board, £2 off from barrier 2.
Speed Map reckons Relentless Me is going to go forward here, and he did when he won his last race, although they were pretty soft sectionals he was able to run off the back of. Calculation has been run twice so far in Hong Kong, and he does like to go forward. Daring Fit will be racing prominently as well, so again it might be more good than slow, this race.
Yeah, I tend to agree. I think there will be a little bit of pace. Here's Calculation. He's the one likely to inject that pace into the race. He's had the 2 starts, one first up and then ran last, so maybe the second up syndrome for him. It's his third start. He's got barrier 14, so he will have to work a little bit to get across. Friends at Nanjing's going really well at the moment. He looked like a really nice horse a couple of seasons ago, and has had glimpses of form coming back, and his track work is going really well. Yeah, he has caught my eye a couple of times. It's a big price, Friends of Nanjing. Here's a second gallop. That was on the 27th of September. Derek Leung aboard here, and he takes him out and races. I think Derek's got some good rides, actually. And he's going nicely enough as well in the mornings. And $23, he looks, as I said, not a bad price. Relentless Me, you just mentioned him, John. He's quite forward for this particular contest. And it's his track work here. The cheek pieces go on for the first time. Joe Moreira will jump aboard as well. You can see him wearing that in this particular gallop. And then a second gallop here on the 28th of September. Nice even work for him as he comes down. Looks nice and relaxed. And he's quite forward as well. So I expect a big run from him as well. So he's a promising horse, I think. All
right, we'll have a look at him again in a second. Experto Crede is our early favourite. Again, we'll have a look at him in a moment. We'll start things off, though, with Apollo's Choice, Daring Fit and Our Folks, all behind Pingu Spark, who goes around in our last race and will be favourite there, probably. Yeah, he certainly does. Apollo's Choice, though, he's not a prolific winner, but he often runs pretty well. He gets a much better draw on Sunday afternoon, so he's definitely got to be considered. And Daring Fit's been pretty consistent since he came to Hong Kong too. Still a pretty young horse. He's only just turned 4. He had a pretty hard 3-year-old campaign last year, but didn't seem to leave its marks. I think both of these two can go pretty well.
Yeah, I've got Daring Fit in the numbers. Tony Cruz's horses seem to be coming on with a run this season, and I thought he hit the line strongly there. All
right, Experto Crede has been running very well in defeat. He's a very honest galloper. It's just maybe the weight's been taking its toll. So a lightweight here up in class, could that be to his advantage?
Well, that's the question mark, isn't it? He hasn't been able to win in Class 4. He's now up into the bottom of Class 3, so maybe it is the weight and it's the tactics here. He's now rated 62 on the back of that second. Tommy Berry will take the mount. I'm not sure about him. I've left him out, actually.
I've got him in the numbers, only on the 4th line. I don't think he's a particularly good value favourite at the moment at $4.90, but I think he's a commendable horse. Always gives a good account of himself.
Yeah, and I think he'll enjoy getting that weight off his back. Up in class, Hardball Get. Well, he was up in class back end of last year and scoring here in Class 3 company.
Yeah, he'd taken a while to come to himself here in Hong Kong, Hardball Get. He had a nasty incident where he fell in the race as well, but towards the back end of last season he was really getting going, and this was a good win. He really thundered home, and with Matthew Poon retaining the ride, getting gate 1 as well. He's still got a pretty light weight on his back, and I just think he hit the line really well here. And I think his barrier trial was quiet recently, but it was an interesting one nonetheless, and I think with all the advantages, I think he's a good each-way bet.
Yeah, I was a bit worried about him in Class 3. I always thought he was a Class 4 horse, because every time he dropped down he ran really, really well. But he's proven that he can run in Class 3 with that particular win. Topical name, isn't it, with the Australian Rules Grand Final on this weekend?
I'll mention that. Certainly not the company of one of our presenters here, but one more horse to have a look at, and that's Relentless Me. We saw the track work in the morning, but this is what he can do on the track.
Yeah, look, he's a very talented horse. He's only had the limited starts here, 3, and he's won 2 and ran 4th behind CP Power. A good run last time. Now, he did beat Autopay last time, and Autopay really hasn't sort of franked the form too much, but look, he won with plenty in hand here, and I think he's a nice horse and definitely get his chance with Joe Moreira aboard.
We actually saw him trialling in one of the pieces of form that we saw earlier on, and it was a pretty good trial as well. The slight concern that his 2 wins have both been on fairly soft fractions. Gate 10's a bit tricky too, but he's a talented horse.
All right, so a few different form lines to work through there, Paul.
Yeah, I just really like the price of this Friends of Nanjing. I think he's come back into his own. He didn't have the best of seasons last season, but the season beforehand I thought was really good. He's down to a winnable rating, and at 20-odd to 1, I think I like him. So I've got him on top to beat Relentless Me. He have to work a little bit from barrier 10, but he's a really nice horse. Daring Fit will come on for his run, and Apollo's Choice. He's had the 1 run for Frankie Law and ran really nicely behind Pingu Spark. So 8, 12, 7 and 4, but I'll be playing 8 each way.
Hardball Get, for me, I think he's got a very good chance, and certainly at the prices, I think he is a decent value bet. Gate 1, Matthew Poon aboard. I think he can come on from that run back end of last season. As I say, he's been trialling OK. Relentless Me has definitely got more upside about him. Apollo's Choice has got very little upside about him, but he is well drawn, and he does give you a good run for your money, as indeed will Experto Crede. And the best player in this race, winning place, the 5, Hardball Get.
All right, there's the thoughts on race number 9 with one more.